But I find that sitcom is, I don't know if you guys ever been, to like those classic sitcoms where you have with an audience, with they do the laugh track.
Yeah.
Those things are kind of like a stage show, like the way they're filmed.
I see. Yeah, right. That makes sense.
Yeah. So it's so I remember like it was years ago. I went to, I think it was 2.5 Men in LA.
Nice.
And when you see it, like, you know what I mean, it's a completely different atmosphere. You know how sometimes you watch a sitcom and then like somebody says a joke and it's like doesn't seem even that funny in this thing, but everybody's like laughing their ass off.
Do they have the people there being like?
Yeah, the fluffer. Well, no. So they don't have. They're not fake laughs. They're real laughs.
Oh, because what happens
is, because what happens is what you don't see in the final show is, like one of those episodes. They're half-hour episodes, but you take like 3-4 hours to film it, right? And I remember when I was on the taping of one of those shows. Like, and again, they will differ depending on the show, but we had these fluffers basically, but they basically just come out there to like, no, it's not talking about porn industry. They come out to basically to get everybody like, like kind of like, like already in the mood, right? Like, ready to watch something funny. And those guys are hilarious, guys or girls, and they'll come out. And so it's a sitcom, they still do resets. So sometimes they'll be like, okay, reset, we'll do the second take, okay, and then everybody knows their position, so it's much quicker than a film set. Sometimes it takes only 15-20 seconds and they're ready to do another take. But in between those, whenever there's like a little moment, that fluffer or whatever that person that's thing is, they're cracking jokes, they're getting the audience involved, they'll be like pointing out at you, be like, you stand up, do a dance for us, like things like they'll just pick on you, and so by the end of it, you kind of, and it's not a big audience, like usually there's maybe like 100 people or less even, but you get to and you're like everybody's sitting together, so you by the end of those 3-4 hours, you really like know each other, everybody's cracking up, and you're just the whole time, what I mean, like it's how it's like if you're at a party and it's like a good atmosphere. Somebody could make the worst joke ever, and everybody's cracking up already. So
yeah, that's true.
Kind of the same
that's
atmosphere.
Very true.
Yeah.
And just every time I crack up every time you use the word fluffer.
I know.
Hey, they gotta fluff you up.
I've never heard of this. Like I've heard of like laugh tracks, but I've never heard of like a person that literally goes out there and like tries to get people in a good mood. That makes sense though.
Or you know what I love? I remember when I used to go, like I haven't gone in years, but like Jay Leno, like those late night talk shows, and seeing them in person, completely different experience. Like TV, I remember like I would sometimes watch Jay Leno, and I was like, I don't know, that wasn't my thing, wasn't that entertaining. When you see it in person, it's like it's hilarious. I mean, the whole experience there, because again, first of all, even Jay Leno would come out like he wasn't just there like the parts that you see on TV. He comes out in between when they're like prepping the cameras or resetting. But then the fluffers on top of that run around, they get you involved. They'll do things with like, they'll play games and like they give away like little prizes. But like, so you gotta like participate.
What are you guys, did you do anything? Did they make you do anything? Did
they fluff me up?
They fluff you up. Is that the technical term? That can't be the technical term.
That can't.
I think that's what I think that's what they're called. Yeah.
What are they really called? They just like they can't be really like job description fluffer. Like that's not.
Hey, dude! For all I know, that's what it is. It's like I'm a professional fluffer. I won 2 Oscars.
You know what we had on? It's like the equivalent of a fluffer for stunt people. They had like a PT on set on the King's Man. Her name was Heather. She was this. If you had any like injured parts or pain anywhere, she would just knead it out.
Oh, nice! You need those.
And she just had these like magical hands. Whatever like knot you had in there, she just get it out, and it wouldn't be painful. It like just relieves the tension. It's just crazy.
And that's what her actual job was for.
That would be like the equivalent of like a
fluffer, yeah,
or like a sitcom, but for stunt people.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's just like obviously it was one of those things where it's like, fuck, I see my coworkers, my stunt guys like getting like kneaded out, and like I'm there. When we're shooting, I'm like the on-set editor, so I'm cutting the shots as we shoot them, and I'm like, I'm on this computer, and I'm like,
you
Hey,
need a
Heather,
massage.
could you? I mean, you don't have to, but I have this like, and she already knows. She's like, come over here.
Yeah, I would take advantage of that for sure. I need that a lot of times, especially after like a good workout.
Yeah.
I've seen
I use
on a
my
few
foam roller. That's all I got. That's the best I got.
Okay. That's your
No, man,
fluffer.
you need a fluffer, dude.
Exactly. I need a fluffer.
You need to
A stunt
hire your own fluffer.